Okay, I'm not sure if anyone is going to listen to me, but I don't care. I'm just here to talk about mental health at the moment. Obviously due to like different issues, I've kind of excluded myself from the topic and spoke about other people anonymously who I have been in contact with. Is that okay? So, yeah, my first thing is I've noticed on a lot of borderline personality groups that there is a lot of trouble getting access to DBT. Okay, please look at the research. Oh my god, sorry, no, there's only one person listening, but never mind. I know DBT, it's not widely known like CBT, but time and time again, in the treatment of borderline personality disorder, there has been numerous really effective studies, not even for people with borderline personality disorder, also for people with addiction and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And that service is not available. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to protect anonymity. I can't pronounce that word. But one person I know was told by a very good psychologist that, counselling and CBT, they more than likely won't work that well for you. So DBT would be highly effective. She now lives in the UK and the waiting list is a year and a half. Okay, a year and a half. I personally find that ridiculous. I personally think that more people can be trained in DBT. The thing about DBT is it is it's not actually extremely complex to understand. It's extremely complex for people to carry out as they have to completely reframe their minds. People with borderline personality disorder, they can't just suddenly, think positive. That's not how it works. It's like telling a Spanish person, oh, just start speaking English tomorrow. It's your brain needs time to rewire, and that's really, really important. You know what I mean? And I mean, I see the same in Ireland and I see the same in England. And what really annoys me, now I don't know, is this just me because I'm a little bit more kind of, brutally honest, truthful. Not saying I'm a saint, but you know what I mean, kind of more to the point than most people. They have not been told that they have borderline personality disorder. That is in their files. And I know a specific person who has been in their files for 10 years. A symptom of borderline personality is sometimes you can get very attached to somebody. So this particular person met a boy and she genuinely thought she was in love with him. Which I mean is, it's completely understanding if you have strong feelings for somebody. How the hell are you supposed to know, oh, well, I have this disorder nobody's feckin' told me about? That must be the reason. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of just like they try to protect you by not stigmatizing you with disorder. But believe you me, the stigma is not the worst part of having borderline personality disorder. Borderline personality disorder, as described by Marshall Linehan, I believe, is like having third degree burns. It's extremely painful. You feel every emotion, you know? So I just think it's the same with if someone has cancer. Just tell them what they have, whether it upsets them or not. I just think as a human being, you have the right to know what is wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like, you genuinely do. And if it's I mean, I get it. Obviously, with borderline personality disorder, the mortality rate, that means death rate, just no, no, I'm not saying you're stupid, but just in case some people don't know that, the death rate by suicide is actually 1 in 10. That is extremely high. That's even higher than some cancers. That is extremely high. 1 in 10. And I think, like, I'm not claiming to be a guru or something. I'm just speaking of personal experience. But a lot of people with borderline have attempts. Now obviously they don't always succeed, but I think the average is like 3. And now again, if you're a psychologist and you can correct me when I'm wrong, please do. Yeah, another thing that is a problem as well, oh Jesus, so many fucking problems, sorry my language, is I often feel with mental health problems, when you have physical health problems, they are often treated as a manifestation of your mental health. This, and a lot of times, can be true, of course. But I have known personally psychiatrists to ignore what I deem non stress related issues to stress related issues. One lady hit the menopause early, another had cancer. Again, that was put down to chronic fatigue syndrome. I don't know a lot about chronic fatigue syndrome. God bless anyone who has it. I'm sure it's awful. But that's what it was put down to. Oh, she's depressed. That's how she feels like this. When they could have just done a few tests. Often with borderline, you're kind of put down as like a hypochondriac, which I am not. I simply get a lot of different pains, like stomach pains, and obviously I'm on the NHS, so I want to get them investigated. You never know what could be wrong. I'm probably completely fine, but it is my right. I pay my taxes sometimes when I work, when I'm able to work. So, yeah. And another thing is, like, there are great services for mental health out there. There is PA to House. They're absolutely amazing, no doubt. Samaritan's absolutely amazing. And there are these things, but I feel like these are... No, this is not directed in any way offensive towards them. But I feel like they're great for short term. But people with, especially borderline personality disorder, people with disorder, if they were to ring every time they had a crisis, I mean, listen, you'd have to remortgage your house to pay the phone bill, let's just put it that way. So I think there needs to be longer structures, and PA the House is good. I do not fault them in any way. So I'm back. And you know what? Another thing is that people just fail to not recognize, if we can establish a proper mental health system in Ireland and in the UK, I can bet. Now listen, you may think I'm talking shit, but the prison levels may go down. Because there are statistics. I don't want to quote them because I don't want to stigmatize borderline with criminal behavior. That's not something I want to do. But, rehabilitation. Obviously, somebody does something to hurt someone, they need to be punished, of course. But they also need to be rehabilitated. Not because to make their life better, even though that would be good, but so they don't reoffend. The prison systems are not effective at all. So even if you don't care about mental health people, you don't care about what I'm saying, you don't care about the unbearable lifelong suffering of these people. If DBT, if schema therapy were available online or told to more people, there could be, I'm not saying there will be, there could be a decrease in crime, or there could be a greater understanding. And my last word is, no matter what you have, no matter what you suffer from, once you have the understanding and the ability to acknowledge what is your condition, your life can get a little bit better. I'm not saying my life is perfect, but your life can improve to some degree because you know what you're dealing with. And as the saying goes, better the devil you know. Okay, thank you very much. I am trying to set up a YouTube channel called Irish Spice, so would love to hear more from you. Any questions, feel free to DM me, whatever. Okay, God bless. And if you don't believe in God, I wish you all the best. Thank you.